Welcome back, coin lovers, history buffs, and treasure seekers. Today, we shine a spotlight on a coin that you've likely seen hundreds of times, but probably never stopped to consider its story. The 2001 Liberty 1 cent. What if I told you that this tiny coin in your pocket has roots that stretch back over a century, that it's part of one of the longest-running coin series in U.S. history, and that some examples of this exact penny have sold for far more than face value? Stick around, because in today's video, we're exploring the full history, design, mintage, collector secrets, and surprising value of the 2001 Lincoln cent. And trust me, you'll never look at your spare change the same way again. Our story begins all the way back in 1909, a year that marked the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Up to that point, U.S. coins typically featured allegorical figures like Lady Liberty, not real people. But President Theodore Roosevelt, a lover of classical art and bold reform, wanted to make U.S. coinage more distinctive and modern. He chose to honor one of America's most revered leaders, Abraham Lincoln, the man who preserved the Union and ended slavery. So, in 1909, the Lincoln cent was born. It was designed by Victor David Brenner, a Lithuanian-American sculptor. His initials, VDB, were printed on the back, which caused such public stir that they were quickly removed, only to be reinstated years later on the front, just under Lincoln's shoulder. From 1909 to 1958, Lincoln cents featured 2 wheat ears on the reverse, earning them the nickname wheat pennies. But in 1959, to commemorate Lincoln's 150th birthday, the reverse was changed to display the Lincoln Memorial, created by engraver Frank Gasparo. This design would remain in place for 50 years. Fast forward nearly a century to the year 2001. A pivotal moment in U.S. and world history. A new millennium had just begun. Technology was booming. And in the world of coin collecting, the Lincoln Memorial cent was still going strong. In that year, the Denver Mint produced the 2001 Lincoln cent, part of the last decade of the Memorial reverse design before the switch to the Lincoln Bicentennial in 2009. This penny, struck with a D mint mark beneath the date, was produced in vast numbers, over 5.3 billion coins in total. Made of copper-plated zinc, it weighs just 2.5 grams, with a diameter of 19 millimeters. And although it might look like just another common coin, there's more beneath the surface. The obverse of the 2001 penny features the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln, facing right. Above his head is the motto "In God We Trust." To the left is the word Liberty, and to the right is the date 2001 followed by the mint mark D, indicating it was struck at the Denver Mint in Colorado. On the reverse, we see the Lincoln Memorial, an architectural symbol of national unity and reverence. Look closely. If you've got sharp eyes, you can actually spot a tiny image of the seated Lincoln statue inside the memorial, just like in the Rio building in Washington, D.C. Above the memorial is United States of America, with the motto E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one, and below, the denomination 1 cent. Now, here's a fun fact: the Lincoln cent didn't always have a zinc core. Until 1982, pennies were made mostly of 95% copper. But rising copper prices forced the U.S. Mint to change the composition to 97.5% zinc with just a thin 2.5% copper plating. That's the same composition used in the 2001 penny. It still has the same size and color, but over time, zinc-based pennies are known to corrode more easily. So if you've got a 2001 penny in pristine condition, hold on to it. That's getting rarer by the year. Okay, now let's talk about what all collectors want to know. What makes the 2001 penny valuable? Even though billions were made, certain varieties and errors can increase its worth dramatically. Off-center strike. Part of the design is missing or misaligned. Depending on how off-center it is, this error can be worth $10 to $100+. Die cracks and cuds. These happen when the minting dies begin to wear. Raised, odd-looking lines or blobs can form on the surface, and collectors love them. Double die errors, DDR or DDO, this is when the coin is struck more than once slightly off register. Watch for doubling in Lincoln's eye date or the lettering, clipped planchets. A portion of the coin appears to be missing or cut off. These can range in value from $5 to $50 plus, depending on size. And guess what? Mint state, MS65 and up, 2001 pennies, with full red color and no scratches, have sold for $10 to $150 or more, especially when slabbed and graded by PCGS or NGC. In circulated condition, the 2001 penny is usually worth around 1 to 5 cents. But in uncirculated, high-grade condition? That's when things heat up. Collectors pay premiums for coins that are brilliant uncirculated BU, deep red in color, not brown or dull, error varieties certified by a reputable grading company. Light bulb. Did you know? A flawless MS67 red 2001 penny once sold for over $150. That's 15,000 times its face value. If you're hoping to find a valuable 2001 Lincoln cent, start by searching through bank coin rolls, checking old piggy banks or jars, visiting coin shows and dealers, inspecting coins with a 10x magnifier or digital microscope. Once you find a good candidate, store it in a 2x2 coin flip, a capsule, or even better, submit it for grading if you believe it could be mint state or an error. The 2001 Liberty 1 cent may not be flashy. It may not be gold or silver. But in its humble copper coat lies a century of American tradition, a tribute to Lincoln, a symbol of unity, and a potential hidden treasure in your change jar. It's a coin that connects the past to the present, and just maybe, to your wallet too. Speaking ahead, so what do you think? Have you ever found a valuable 2001 penny? Do you have one sitting at home? Tell us in the comments. If you loved this deep dive into the 2001 Lincoln penny, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We've got more rare coin stories, hidden values, and collector tips coming every week. Until next time, keep hunting, keep learning, and remember, even the smallest coin can carry the biggest history. This little copper-plated coin might just be sitting in your pocket right now, but did you know it's part of one of the longest-running and most iconic coin series in U.S. history? Stick around because in this video, we're going deep. From the origins of the Lincoln cent, the details of the 1996 issue, era coins, how to find valuable versions, and what makes this humble penny a symbol of American legacy. Let's turn the clock back to the early 20th century. The year is 1909. And the United States is preparing to celebrate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. Up until this point, no actual person had ever appeared on a circulating U.S. coin. That was about to change. President Theodore Roosevelt, a champion of American reform and a man with an eye for art, commissioned a new coin to honor Lincoln. The design was created by Victor David Brenner, a talented sculptor who engraved Lincoln's right-facing portrait, simple, reflective, and dignified. The Lincoln cent made history as the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. On its reverse side, it bore 2 wheat stalks, giving rise to the beloved wheat penny era that lasted from 1909 to 1958. Then in 1959, to commemorate 150 years since Lincoln's birth, the reverse was updated to display the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. This iconic design would last for 50 years, until the design was changed again in 2009. Now let's jump forward to 1996. This was a year of presidential elections, the launch of the Internet age, and big cultural moments. And in the coin world, it marked another chapter in the Lincoln Memorial cent's journey. The 1996 Lincoln penny, also known as the 1996 Liberty 1 cent, continued the memorial design. It was minted in huge numbers, but don't be fooled. Within these billions of coins are some hidden gems worth holding onto. The obverse still featured Lincoln's iconic bust with the words **** in God we trust *** above, ***liberty *** to the left, and the date ***1996 to the right. Depending on the mint, you'll either see the reverse, of course, displays the Lincoln Memorial, along with the country name, the Latin motto E pluribus unum, and the denomination 1 cent. Prior to 1982, Lincoln cents were made from 95% copper. But in 1982, due to rising copper costs, the U.S. Mint made a permanent switch to a copper-plated zinc composition. The 1996 Lincoln cent, like others minted after 1982, is made of 97.5% zinc with just a thin 2.5% copper coating. These coins weigh approximately 2.5 grams and have a diameter of 19.05 mm. Because of the zinc core, these coins are more susceptible to corrosion and surface bubbling if stored improperly, making high-grade examples much more desirable to collectors. Okay, now for the part every coin collector loves: error coins and varieties. Even though the 1996 penny is considered a modern coin, it has several notable errors and varieties that make it stand out. Here are a few to watch for. Look closely at the date, Liberty, and In God We Trust. Doubling in these letters can increase a penny's value up to $50 or more, depending on the severity and condition. Coins that are struck off-center, missing part of the design, are very collectible. A 1996 penny that is 10 to 20% off-center and still shows the date can fetch between $20 and $100. This error occurs when a portion of the coin is missing due to an improperly cut blank. Depending on the size of the clip, these errors can range from $10 to $75. Due to the zinc core, bubbling can occur beneath the copper layer. While not always valuable, extreme or oddly shaped bubbles can be sought after by certain collectors. So what's the real value of a 1996 Liberty 1 cent? Asterisk in circulated condition, most 1996 pennies are worth 1 cent, or maybe a few cents to the right buyer. Asterisk in uncirculated condition, MS60 to MS67, values rise. A bright red, lustrous 1996 penny graded MS65 red can fetch $10 to $25. Asterisk the Denver minted 1996 penny in top grade can sell for up to $50 or more. Asterisk and proof coins from the San Francisco Mint, especially graded PR69 deep cameo or higher, can reach $20 to $100, depending on quality. The 1996 Liberty 1 cent might not be rare in quantity, but in quality, condition, and historical significance, it holds a meaningful place in American coinage. It's a coin that has witnessed a changing world, from the dawn of the Internet to the modern age of technology, yet it still bears the image of Abraham Lincoln, reminding us of America's enduring values of unity, liberty, and justice. So next time you see a 1996 penny in your change, don't just pass it by. Check it. Study it. Treasure it. Asterisk because that little coin might just tell a bigger story than you ever imagined. If you enjoyed today's deep dive into the 1996 Lincoln penny, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below. Have you ever found a valuable 1996 penny? Or do you collect Lincoln cents? Thanks for watching. And as always, keep collecting, keep exploring, and remember, even a penny can be priceless. Stop right there! What if I told you the humble penny you just walked past could actually be worth $52? In today's video, we're diving deep into the mysterious and surprising world of the 1993 Liberty 1 cent coin, a penny from Denver that might be hiding in your pocket with a secret value. We'll uncover its fascinating history, unique features, and the shocking market value it can reach if you find the right one. So grab your coin jar, because you might be richer than you think. To understand the 1993 penny, we first need to travel back in time, over a century ago. In 1909, the United States Mint launched one of the most iconic coins in American history, the Lincoln cent. This marked the first time a real person, President Abraham Lincoln, was featured on a circulating U.S. coin. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse portrayed Lincoln's profile, while the reverse originally featured 2 wheat stalks, known as the wheat ears design. In 1959, to honor the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, the reverse was changed to depict the Lincoln Memorial, symbolizing unity, liberty, and America's democratic foundations. That design stayed in use until 2008. Now fast forward to 1993, a time when the Lincoln cent was still one of the most heavily circulated coins in the country. But not all 1993 pennies were created equal. Some, especially those struck in Denver, were minted with such high quality, or with unique minting errors, that they now fetch up to $52 on today's collector market. Let's take a close look at the features of the 1993 Lincoln cent, often called the Liberty 1 cent coin by collectors. Centered, the Lincoln Memorial, detailed with all its steps and pillars above, United States of America just under that, E pluribus unum bottom center, 1C into this copper-plated zinc format began in 1982 when the U.S. Mint moved away from the heavier copper alloy due to rising metal costs. While the 1993 cent looks like its earlier counterparts, its real value lies in how it was struck, how well it was preserved, and whether it features any mint errors. In 1993, the Denver Mint produced over 6.4 billion Lincoln cents. That's right, 6.4 billion with a B, so you may be wondering, how can a penny made in the billions be rare or valuable? The answer is all in the details. Most 1993 cents are still worth face value, especially if they're heavily circulated with scratches, dirt, or corrosion. But coins that remain in perfect or near perfect condition, with no contact marks, strong details, and that original copper red shine, are extremely rare in today's coin market. And then there are the error coins, the unexpected stars of the numismatic world. Let's explore the secret weapons of the 1993 penny, rare errors and die. Varieties *** that turn common coins into rare collectibles worth up to $52 or more. Look closely at the date, or the word Liberty. In some 1993 pennies, you'll find doubled letters caused by a misalignment during the hubbing process. These double die coins are scarce and highly sought after. When a coin isn't centered in the press, part of the design gets cut off. A 1993 penny with a 10 to 30% off-center strike is worth a premium, especially if the date and mint mark are fully visible. These are raised lumps of metal caused by a damaged die. A cud near the edge or a die crack near Lincoln's face makes the coin stand out to collectors. This famous die crack appears between the B and E in Liberty, forming what looks like an I. These are fun collector finds, especially when bold. If the coin blank was improperly cut, it results in a crescent-like clip. These 1993 era coins can sell for $25 to $75 depending on severity and condition. Each of these rare varieties brings personality and value to the humble penny. And when they're paired with mint state condition, you could easily see offers of up to $52 or higher. Let's break down the value of your 1993 Lincoln cent in today's market. Value: 1 cent. These have scratches, dull color, and worn details. Value: $1 to $5. Sharp features, full luster, no wear. Certified MS65 to MS67. Value: $25 to $52. Graded by PCGS, NGC, or Annex. These coins show full red color, 0 marks, and crisp strike quality. Mint era coins. Value: $15 to $100 plus. Dollars depends on rarity, visibility, and grading, so if you think you have something special, consider sending it in for professional grading. That little copper coin could become a collector's dream. Now that you know what to look for, here's how to find and protect your potential $52 penny. Use gloves when handling coins to avoid skin oil damage. Get a magnifying glass or coin loop *** for close-up inspection. Sort your coins by year and mint mark ***. Look specifically for 1993. Inspect for doubling, cuds, cracks, or off-centers ***. Store them in 2x2 cardboard flips or acid-free coin albums ***. Send your best examples for grading if they're flawless or show an error ***. Don't forget to check bank rolls, inherited coin collections, and old jars ***. Sometimes the most valuable coins hide in the most unexpected places. So the next time you see a penny on the ground or in your change tray, look closer. Because that little 1993 Liberty 1-cent coin might just be your ticket to $52 or more. Rare errors, sharp strikes, and beautiful preservation can turn the most common coin into a collector's dream. Like this video if you love coin collecting. Subscribe for weekly deep dives into rare coins. Comment below if you've found a rare 1993 D penny, or if you're checking your stash tonight. Until next time, remember, every coin has a story. Some are worth more than you ever imagined. Top 5 Lincoln pennies that sold for thousands. How to identify mint errors that are worth real money. 1994 penny value. Why it's worth more than you think. Would you like me to also create a custom thumbnail, viral title ideas, or SEO optimized tags and description for this video? That 2000 Liberty 1-cent coin in your pocket, yes, the one without a mint mark, might just be worth up to $52 or more. In today's video, we're unlocking the true value of the 2000 Lincoln cent, exploring its long legacy, what to look for, rare errors, and how to know if you are holding a coin that collectors would pay top dollar for. Let's jump in. To truly appreciate the 2000 penny, we have to go back to where it all began. The Lincoln cent was introduced in 1909, marking the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was a revolutionary piece. The first American coin to feature a real person instead of a mythical figure like Lady Liberty. From 1909 to 1958, the reverse side displayed 2 wheat ears, giving rise to the term wheat penny. Then, in 1956, to honor Lincoln's 150th birthday, the reverse design was changed to feature the Lincoln Memorial, a symbol of unity and strength. This design remained in circulation for 50 years, and the 2000 Lincoln cent proudly bears this classic look, making it part of the final generation of memorial cents before the design changed again in 2009 for Lincoln's bicentennial. The 2000 Lincoln penny, minted at the Philadelphia Mint, which does not place a mint mark on the coin, is one of the last in a long line of memorial cents. This composition has been standard since 1982, when copper prices forced the U.S. Mint to switch from nearly pure copper to a cheaper zinc core with copper plating. In the year 2000, the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia struck over 5.5 billion pennies, an enormous number, making the 2000 penny one of the most commonly produced coins in recent history. While billions were minted, only a very small percentage remain in mint state condition or contain valuable errors. And that's exactly where the hidden treasure lies. Even though your 2000 penny might look common, it's what's on the surface, or hidden in the details, that could make it worth far more than 1 cent. If you're coin roll hunting or just checking your change, these are the top error types you want to be on the lookout for with the 2000 Liberty 1-cent coin in a normal 2000 penny. The letters A and M in America are very close together, but in some rare error coins, they're widely spaced. This is called a wide AM. This variety came from a proof die accidentally used for regular coins value $30 to $500. Depending on condition, look closely at Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, or the date doubling occurs during the die creation process and can dramatically increase value $25 to $150 plus coin struck away from center. Can be 5% to 90% off. A well-centered date with visible features can go for $30 to $108. Piece of the planchet, blank coin, is missing, forming a byte value $20 to $60. Use a 10x loop or a USB microscope to inspect your 2000 penny carefully. Many valuable features are invisible to the naked eye. So what is your 2000 Lincoln penny really worth? Sharp details. Nowhere. Bright copper color graded and certified by PCGS or NGC value $20 to $52 or more. Depending on luster and grade, top condition MS 68 pennies from 2000 have sold for over $100. Certified examples can sell for $30 to $500. With dramatic varieties commanding even more at auction, your 2000 penny may be worth just a cent, or it could be a $52 collector's item. It all depends on what's hiding in its fine details. Here's how you can start your journey toward finding a valuable 2000 penny. Ask your bank for boxes or rolls of pennies. Search every coin carefully with a magnifying lens. Use gloves when handling mint condition coins. Oils from your fingers can reduce their value instantly. Get a 10x loupe, LED magnifier, or USB microscope. Don't rely on eyesight alone. Errors can be tiny. Use cardboard 2x2s coin flips or plastic capsules. Label your coins with grade, year, and mint. For coins that look nearly flawless or show errors, submit to PCGS, NGC, or Annex. Certified coins bring in much higher prices at shows and auctions. Only you can find out. But now you know exactly what to look for. Start checking your change, roll those pennies, and don't underestimate the hidden value in your pocket. Backhand index pointing right. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button. Backhand index pointing right. Subscribe for weekly coin content, price updates, and collecting tips. Backhand index pointing right. Drop a comment. Do you have a 2000 penny? Have you found a wide AM or error? And always remember, every penny has a past, and some have profits. Keep hunting, keep collecting, and maybe your next find will be worth more than you imagined.